And Happy New Year, happy 2022. Can't believe it's 2022 already. So I am just going to show you this calendar that I designed for this year, as it is now the start of the year. So here we go. Just to let you know, it's got my arts and poetry work in it, but also there's a Facebook page for my arts and poetry if you want to see more. It's EFBG Arts and Poetry on Facebook, and I share some of my art and poetry on it. So yeah, this is my calendar. So January this month, first page, I did a painting of a fox, and it reads, New Year's Day is one of the most popular fox hunting days in the UK. Hunters consider it sport to encourage dogs to kill foxes while sitting on horses. One day we will stop this abuse thanks to the Hunt Saboteurs Association. Animals are here with us, not for us. So yeah, if you don't know about the Hunt Saboteurs Association, you can join them. They go out every time there is, in the UK, every time there's a hunt on, often on Sundays or New Year's Day, Boxing Day, and try and sabotage the hunt. And they always need more numbers. So you can find out about your local hunt group, Hunt Sab group, if you haven't already. So yeah, that's January. I've included the UK bank holidays as well in my calendar, and a lot of religious festivals. So yeah, the next page, February, next month. So this is a poem that I wrote a long time ago now. I think must be at least 3 years ago. And the photos in my calendar of animals are mostly found online. So yeah, this poem reads, Every time I close my eyes, I pray. I wish for a vegan world each day. Animal abuse is far from cool. To think it is would make you a fool. All beings matter very much. They wish for love and a gentle touch. Not to be beaten, battered and castrated. This behaviour is really outdated. And I hope you like the cute animal photos around the edge. And then the next month, March. So this poem I wrote before COVID, just over 2 years ago. I loved animals as a child. I loved chickens and dogs and fish. I loved all beings, both kept and wild. For each one to be treated well, I'd wish. I loved animals as a child. I loved monkeys and cats and sheep. I loved all beings, both kept and wild. Learning that we kill them did make me weep. That's March. And then the next month, Your Easter Lamb. This is a poem that I wrote especially for this calendar, so I hadn't yet shared it on my Facebook page or anywhere else. Your Easter lamb was ever so young. Before being bought, they went through hell. Pushed on a kill floor, upside down they were hung. Their cries were ignored, every scream and yell. And I think that photo I found of a lamb is so adorable and looks like a little puppy dog. Just as sweet and soft and cuddly. That's what lambs are like. So that's April. And next month, May. So this poem again I wrote a while before COVID, so I think at least 2.5 years ago it was, and I have shared before on my page. I go to vigils to bear witness. They take place at hellholes called a business. Despair fills the air around each truck, covered in scratches and each other's muck. Each being awaits their awful killing, so humans can have a sandwich filling. Which is completely true, of course. Still to this day, it was over 2.5 years ago. I think about 2.5 years ago I wrote that poem, but not much has changed yet. It will. It has to. So this is a drawing of a horse that I did especially for this calendar. I thought I'd do some artwork for to illustrate some animals that are used for entertainment purposes. So June. June is a popular month for using horses for entertainment in the racing industry, with 2 major horse racing events happening annually in the UK, the Epsom Derby and Royal Ascot. All horses deserve to be like the one in the drawing, free. free of straps on their faces and free of human weights on their backs, free to run as they please instead of being pressured and whipped. Animals are here with us, not for our entertainment or any other purposes. That's June. And going over to July. And this poem about honeybees I wrote especially for this calendar. So it's new. A bee feels emotions and pain. A bee can think using their brain. Bees are shipped to a farm in the post, whereby physical stress affects most. On the way, some of them die. All this for honey, oh why? Males are crushed and squeezed for their seed. The queen will be trapped and jabbed to breed. Bees then make honey to feed their kids. It only gets stolen from under hive lids. In this process, some of them die. All this for honey, oh why? Bees' whole lives are a long, hard chore, and we steal the fruits of their labour. What for? They're selectively bred, so high risk of disease. If disease spreads, farmers burn all the bees, in which case all of them die. All this for honey, oh why? That's July, moving on to August. This poem I wrote quite recently as well. I don't think I shared it anywhere until this calendar. So, who are we to kill a goat, fish or goose? Who are we to pay for abhorrent abuse? Who are we to beat beings with a cane? Who are we to call slaughter humane? Who are we to propose how they die? Why should we buy each and every lie? That's August. Moving on to September. Again, I did a drawing of a hare to represent hare coursing. So hare coursing usually takes place each year in the UK, starting at the end of September, due to some heart-lacking humans considering it sport to train dogs to kill hares for mere entertainment. Animals are here with us, not for us. That's September. Moving on to October. Now this poem is actually a slightly shortened version of one that I wrote recently. It's in 2021, August I think it was, and shared on my Arts and Poetry page. It's 2 more verses, but because I didn't want to have really small squished up writing, I just shortened it a bit for the sake of the calendar. So, cute little doggies love to move and play. Cute little doggies could eat all day. Cute little doggies are very bright. Cute little doggies know not to bite. Cute little doggies make good friends. In many ways, they're a lot like hens. Did I say doggies? Sorry, I meant piggies. Cute little piggies love to move and play. Cute little piggies could eat all day. Cute little piggies are very bright. Cute little piggies know not to bite. Cute little piggies make good friends. In many ways, they're a lot like hens. Talking of hens, clever little hens have super sight. Clever little hens are truly bright. Clever little hens dream in their sleep. Clever little hens feel sad but don't weep. Clever little hens feel pain and think, ow. In many ways, they're a lot like a cow. That's October, moving on to November. This is again an old poem that I wrote a while before COVID and shared, I think, on my page soon after I wrote it. For the animals' sake, I hope and pray, only every minute of every day. I wish and long for the day this all ends, as I cannot stand the abuse of my friends. That's still the case today. Obviously not much has changed, but it is changing just very slowly. As more people are going vegan gradually, there's a little bit less animal abuse happening. Not enough, less. In December, the last month, again I wrote this poem especially for my calendar, so it hasn't been shared anywhere before. You won't have seen it anywhere before. Your Christmas turkey. Most UK turkeys are farmed in a shed. Their full lives they live without even a bed. Amongst thousands more, they live in a crowd, chirping and scared it gets very loud. They get fattened up, too heavy to fly. The workers won't tell you, they'd rather lie. 10 years long could be a turkey's life, but at a few months old, they're killed with a knife. And that is the last page. So that's my calendar for this year that I thought I'd show you. Thank you for watching. And these are all my social media platforms if you want to check out any that you haven't done yet.